So, me again. Hi. Um, One of the games that I play on Roblox, yes, I still play Roblox, is called A Lion's Life Roleplay. It's not freaky. Some people make it freaky, but I'm not one of those people. Um, for a couple of reasons, I have kind of stopped playing it. Main sort of two. Um, First one, the Lion King roleplays are not accurate at all. They're mixing the live action movies in with the animated series. So the Lion King 1 and 2, not really much of one and a half, like Timon and Pumbaa's perspective. Um and like Lion God and that sort of lore. They're mixing both of the movies in with each other, and it drives me up a wall. Not to mention, particularly if it's set when Kiara and Kovu are king and queen, there'll be a random Scar there, like not dead Scar. There'll be Mufasa. So Robbie, I can understand being there because um, Sarabi sort of she'll be pretty much on a deathbed by then. But like Kiara and Kovu have undocumented children, and there's this YouTuber that I get most of my Lion King lore from. She's called Slothtastic. I'll put it down in the you know what I'm on about. And that her Lion King family tree is my Bible for the Lion King. Obviously it's semi-canon because she's added in some of her own characters, but it suits really well. It's for example, um, it was made before Kion met Rani, so Kion in her um, family tree has a different mate, let's say, and cub. But it fits the storyline well, and she's carried it on. She hasn't really been posting much lately, which understandable. But I don't know. Her Lion King family tree is my Bible to the Lion King, and even in the role plays that I'm watching unfold, it's just it's so chaotic. There's no structure at all. There's people fighting over who's the real Kiara or real Nala and whatever, and in the name bit you'll have Kiara real in full capitals, and it's why? And then my second problem with the game is the realistic role plays. Those absolutely drive me insane, because the way that the game is set up, it's not got anything to do with the Lion King at all. Sure, there's three main clans. You've got the Sunsetters, the Badlands, and rogues sort of thing. And you've got loads of little different kind of areas. The Sunsetters, they have something similar to Pride Rock, but it looks nothing like Pride Rock. The closest, the only thing that looks remotely similar to Pride Rock is the rock bit, but it's a mound sort of den thing, which looks nothing like it. So my thing with the realistic role players is that they'll advertise it as being realistic. It would be like realistic pride, bloody bloody blah in the bio. But then literally every single person looks nothing remotely like a real life lion. Like, they're not even trying. You'll have like this kind of like chocolatey brown coat and then white socks like around the paws and the ankles. Tell me, when have you ever seen a lion that looks like that? You haven't. They don't exist. And then I go and join it with my realistic character. I will show you in a minute. And I'm the one asked, do you want a morph? I'm the only one here that looks like a real life lion. I'm the only one that's conforming to the realistic standards that you've advertised. And you yourself aren't even realistic. You're one of them like socks, and then the game has like accessories and stuff that you can put on your character. They have accessories on themselves in the realistic roleplay, and it drives me up more. Safe to say I don't really play the game that much. Yeah. It's really annoying. And I've like found a different game that is like a realistic sort of lion's life. It's called Eternal Enemies. The only characters you can play are a lion or a hyena. It's really good. I'll make a different video on it. I'll show you like my morph. I'll find like a chocolate looking one and I'll show you mine in comparison. Okay, so this is what I turn up in. Pretty accurate to what a real lion looks like. Obviously, it's not going to be like identical because it's a game and we're only limited to a certain palette unless you buy game passes and all sorts. So this is like my male version, and then come on, this is the female version. Pretty accurate. So I turn up in those, and then I'm asked, do you want a real morph? And the person asking looks like that. When have you ever seen a real lion that looks like that? Like, come on. You've got a brain up there. You might as well use it. And then the male version will have obviously a mane and like really dark to match with the ears. I suppose the only thing that is realistic about this one's like male version is the dark mane, because, well, studies show that the darker a male lion's mane is, the more attractive he is to females. But it really drives. So that's my rant over. I'll explain the Eternal Enemies one after this one, because it's overall a really good game. A little bit of criticism, but it's like early doors, so you can't really expect too much. But it's mainly about like I've lost my train of thought. I'll remember it when I'm recording this next one. Bye.